Hey Max, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. As we're about to head into the new year here, I thought I would just drop off what I consider to be my top 10 favorite dramas that I watched this year. And it's not dramas that premiered in 2024, not all of them. These are just dramas that I have either officially finished or just came into my nose in 2024. So this is what I'm going to rate them. Also, I'm going to mention all the other dramas that I had watched this past year that was either okay to me or pretty much like an honorable mention that came close to being on the top 10 list. But these initial 10 pretty much like had blocked everyone out from gaining any traction on that list. So we'll just go through all of this. So let's get into it, and I'll let you know what my favorites have been. So number 10 of the top dramas I have watched this year, my favorite dramas I've watched this year, is Night of Love with You. And this is the one I had already done a review and a afterthought video on. But this 2022 drama was a great revisit for me. It was witty, different, and told a love story I generally like. That love isn't without sacrifices. The two main leads had great dynamics together, and that even between those two, you hate when the plot calls for them to separate. You want more of them. And it's a pity that it's such a short drama, or else I would have loved to get more information about their world, and if possible, follow them into another story. And I gave this one in ratings a 4.1 glitches out of 5. Number 9, we have Rinko-san Wants to Try. This 2021 drama had surprised me at how much I liked it. And I've heard about this drama in passing for a good couple years before I finally had gotten the gumption to go ahead and sit down and watch it. And even my best friend liked it very much. So despite her fears, I love that the female lead was determined to lose her V card no matter what, but then she finds the perfect person to lose it to, only to find out that he hasn't lost his either. But born out of that desperation for them both to lose their V card, that there's a complexity of feelings that comes with it. And there's such a sweet sensuality in this one that will leave you simmering. This is worth a 4.2 V cards out of 5. Number 8, we have Undercover Affair. So this 2024 mini drama made me grateful for so many things. One of them being Young Yi-ming, and the other one is that it cemented on how good mini dramas could be, and that a lot of them are willing to push the envelope if it is given the proper writing and the proper budget to do so. It was intriguing, dark, but still had a lot of sexy and sweet moments between our two leads. I loved how adult they made their relationship in here, and that it was built off of love and trust. You don't get that in a lot of dramas of the leads professing their love to each other. But this one was very, very more not only just poignant, but also a lot more believable, where they believed in each other so much and wouldn't let go. So with this one, I gave this little number 4.2 gumshoes out of 5. Number 7, we have Ra Rang Fa. This is a 2017 Thai drama that is a guilty pleasure of mine. It still has a lot of the Lockcorn tropes that you might find, like the manhandling and the slapping, but, all things considering, it's the acting, the quote-unquote game between the two main leads, and the standoff they come to that has me putting this on my list. I love how strong the female lead is and not bowing down to when it comes to protecting her family, which is what the male lead finds desirable and respectable about her despite his need for revenge. This one I rate 4.4 shady business practices out of 5. Number 6, we have Love and Bid Farewell. This 2024 mini drama will throw you for a loop. It starts up with a revenge plot, and then it veers into the dark midway. And that no, you can't trust everyone, even the person that you happen to have feelings for. The acting, the set design, and the plot definitely will keep you ingrained into its unwinding story, but the male lead will make you want to throw things. I got a review and some deep dives coming with this one in 2025 actually, so get ready for those. So I will give this 4.5 bird cages out of 5. Next, we have on number 5, When I Fly Towards You. This 2023 coming of age drama will itch that scratch for sweetness you need in your life. At first, the female lead made me cringe at how hard she pursued the male lead, but then again, I cringed at myself because I acted the same way. So it became a little too close for comfort for me because I did the exact same thing when I was younger. But I also had loved and valued how strong they had written her to be, and that she had such a great sense of right and wrong, and she wasn't a pushover. She had such a grace and she had a backbone, which was what the male lead needed to lean on. It is also with this one, it's very rare for me to also like the second lead couple almost as much as the first. So I give this drama 4.6 video recordings out of 5. Number 4, we have Love is Sweet. This 2020 drama starts the first coming of my CP in a modern day story of redemptive love and the cutthroat nature of business and the high stakes that can come out of both. I love that despite them also being highly mad at each other sometimes throughout this drama, and especially like a lot of this is over business, it didn't dim their love and respect for each other. It was sweet and sensual and funny, and I rate this one 4.6 childhood crushes out of 5. Number 3, we have Before We Get Married. This 2019 drama caught me off guard. The plot isn't overly complicated, but tells a compelling and complex story of relationships, sacrifices, passions, the forbidden, and the inability to let go. And it's one of the hottest dramas I've ever watched. The chemistry between our mains is undeniable in their second drama together. The first 2 episodes may be a turnoff with the male lead being a giant insistent a-hole, but if you get past those, the show is for sure worth your time, especially with the growth he shows in later episodes. I rate this one 4.7 Jasper's dimples out of 5 because they're so adorable. Number 2, Love Between Fairy and Devil. So this 2022 drama hit me in all my emotions. Even though I have watched clips of this drama several times before, I can't tell you how much I cried at the later half of this drama. Even for the clips I had already watched, I cried over them. And this is probably the most I've ever cried in the drama. It was just so good. The setting, the evolving love story, and the concepts of love in between all the other characters too will catch you in the feelings for sure. I rate this one a 4.8 body swaps out of 5. Number 1 is Till the End of the Moon. This 2023 drama was brilliantly done. From the acting, the plot, the complexity of love and betrayal, to the heartbreaks in between. This was worth the wait in watching. This hedged out Love Between Fairy and Devil for me for this very reason. And I know if it wasn't for the Chinese government cracking down on drama links, the remaining story would have made this a near perfect rating for me, but it gets pretty high up there, so I rate this one 4.9 evil bones out of 5. So now for my for my close enough, my honorable mentions here. So the dramas that I really liked this year was Kissing the Ring Finger, Love at Night, Always Have, Always Will, The Girl He Never Noticed, Miss Mystery, My Neighbor Can't Sleep, Circle of Love, Don't Disturb Me Farming, From 5 to 9, Melting Me Softly, Unexpected Falling, My In-House Marriage or Shania Marriage Honey, My Lady General, and Ruhaniyat, which is an Indian drama, which was pretty good. So the S, and these are the ones I would consider like, out of like 100, they'll be like in the 70 range for me. So these are the S that were okay, could use a little bit of room of improvement. Meteor Garden 2018. My Name is Zhao Wu Di. My Husky Boyfriend. I still liked it, even though it's like, you have to kind of like, watch that one with those expectations in mind. Just keep a keep a lower standard, but still enjoyable. A Tale Between Love and Loyalty, My Dear Recluse, and Slow Dancing. The Low Mess, and these are the ones that were just like, could have done without it, or they were forgettable dramas that I probably won't think about twice in a couple of days. But we have Seal of Love, Palms on Love, Love Strikes Back, Passionate Love. You see, there's a theme here. Hate Sensei, Don't You Know, My Everlasting Bride, and The Cutting Edge. And I'm just going to put an asterisk between with The Cutting Edge and Slow Dancing and The Girl He Never Noticed. Those are actually English speaking. I say dramas, they're not really, because I believe they're out, like this Singapore company has them, but they are Wattpad stories that came to life. But I still consider them dramas because they are broken into like little short mini episodes and stuff. But some were a lot more well acted and had a lot more budget than some of them. A lot of them kind of feel a little lifetimey, but still enjoyable, especially those who have read those stories. They're actually quite enjoyable. But The Girl He Never Knows is a really like a pretty good drama, based off that Wattpad story. So those are my overall things that I have watched this year. I did not put any of the Bridgerton or Maxton Hall dramas that I have watched. Bridgerton, I of course would put in, if I had done this, will be in my honorable mention. So would Queen Charlotte, and so would Maxton Hall. If I put all the anglicized dramas in there, that's where they would be. That is my list for this year. Let me know what yours is down below. I guess like what dramas you have watched this year that was like considered to be like your best or highlight that you have seen, and what are your expectations going into 2025. I have let you know what my impressions are about the dramas I watched this year, but hey, it's just a thought.